What if everything you believed about Jason Morgan was a lie? Face screaming in fear. What if the man everyone trusted was hiding something so dangerous, so emotional, that it could destroy everything? Today, we uncover a secret that was never meant to be revealed. And trust me, by the end of the story, you won't see Jason Morgan the same way ever again. Broken Heart. Jason Morgan, a name that stands for loyalty, strength, and silence. A man who always protects others, even if it costs him everything. But what if that silence wasn't strength? What if it was fear? For years, Jason has carried a burden, a secret buried so deep that even his closest allies never suspected it. Until now. It all started years ago. A night no one remembers clearly except Jason. A mission went wrong. Everything fell apart. Jason was supposed to save someone, but instead, he made a choice. A choice that changed everything. He didn't talk about it. He didn't explain it. He just moved on, like nothing happened. But deep inside, that moment never left him. People started noticing small changes. Jason became quieter, more distant, more guarded. Even when he smiled, something felt off. His closest friends asked questions, but Jason always gave the same answer. I'm fine. But he wasn't fine. Not even close. One day, everything began to unravel. A clue surfaced. Something from the past, something Jason thought was gone forever. At first, he tried to ignore it, but the truth has a way of coming back. No matter how hard you try to hide it, someone else found out. And they weren't going to stay silent. And then it happened. The truth came out. Jason Morgan, the man everyone trusted, had been hiding something shocking. That night years ago, he didn't just fail to save someone. He made a decision. A heartbreaking, impossible decision. He chose one life over another. Broken Heart. And the person he couldn't save? Someone who still matters today. When people found out, everything changed. Trust was broken. Relationships shattered. Some understood his pain. Others couldn't forgive him. Jason stood there silent as always. But this time, the silence felt different. This wasn't strength. This was regret. For the first time, Jason Morgan broke down, crying face. Not in front of everyone, but alone. Because that's who he is. He carries his pain quietly. Every memory, every regret, every what if. And now the world finally sees it. The secret didn't just hurt Jason. It changed everything around him. People started questioning him, doubting him. Even the ones who loved him most didn't know what to believe anymore. And Jason? He didn't fight back. Because deep inside, he believed he deserved it. But every story has a turning point. And this might be Jason's. Can he fix what's broken? Can he earn back trust? Or is this the moment everything finally falls apart? Jason Morgan is not perfect. He never was. But maybe that's what makes his story so real. A man who tried to do the right thing, but paid the price for it. Now the question is, can he move forward? Or will this secret destroy him forever? Broken Heart. And now everything has changed. The truth is no longer hidden. The secret Jason Morgan carried for years is finally out in the open. But the real question is, was he ever truly free from it? Or was he just pretending to survive? Because sometimes the hardest battles aren't fought with enemies. They're fought inside your own heart. Broken Heart. Jason Morgan was always seen as strong, unbreakable, a man who never hesitates. But today, we saw something different. We saw a man who made a choice that no one should ever have to make. And now he has to live with it. Every single day. Think about that for a moment. What would you do if you had to choose between two lives? If no matter what you did, someone would be lost forever? Would you be able to move on? Or would that moment stay with you forever? Because for Jason, that moment never ended. It followed him. In every decision. In every silence. In every look he gave the people he cared about. And maybe that's why he changed. Not because he wanted to, but because he had to. Because carrying a secret like that, it doesn't just hurt you. It slowly breaks you piece by piece. And the saddest part? No one noticed. No one saw the pain behind his silence. They saw strength, but they didn't see the cost of that strength. Until now. Now, everything is out in the open. The truth has a way of doing that, doesn't it? No matter how deeply you bury it, it always finds a way back. And when it does, it doesn't just reveal the past. It changes the future. Jason Morgan now stands at a crossroads. Not as a hero, not as a legend, but as a human being, with regrets, mistakes, and scars. And maybe that's the most powerful part of his story, because it reminds us of something real, that even the strongest people have moments that break them. Even the bravest hearts carry fear, and even the most loyal souls can make impossible choices. So the question is, what happens next? Can Jason rebuild what he's lost? Can he earn back the trust that was broken? Or is this the moment where everything finally falls apart? Because not every story gets a happy ending, and not every mistake can be undone. But sometimes, redemption isn't about fixing the past. It's about facing it, owning it, and choosing to move forward, even when it hurts. And Jason? He's standing right at that moment. A moment that will define everything. Not just who he was, but who he becomes. So now we turn it to you. Do you see Jason differently after this? Do you think he made the right choice? Or do you believe some decisions can never be forgiven? Because in the end, this isn't just Jason Morgan's story. It's a story about choices, about consequences, about the kind of decisions that change lives forever. And maybe, just maybe, it's a reminder that sometimes the biggest secrets aren't meant to be hidden. They're meant to be faced, no matter how painful they are. So tell us what you think. Backhand index pointing down, drop your opinion in the comments. And if this story touched your heart, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more deep, emotional stories like this. Because the next story, it might be even more shocking,